death is far more popular than life. If you, Father, have your way, please can you look at that sabbatical preaching? Let me tell you something about network that goes on. In fact, listen, very few people on earth understand life. Very few people on earth have life. Very few people on earth live for life, including preachers. 99% of the people live for death because they follow pattern death created. The trending pattern of the earth. If you look at social media now, listen, 95% of what social media present is death. It's a network of death. Because man doesn't know life. It's just like some locals who are saying they won't die. But when I start teaching on the pattern of living, they get angry. So most of the time, I want them to live on the confession, euphoria confession, that they will not die. I've had some concern, it's euphoria. Because immortality is not a confession of faith. It's a life you will have that will make a demand the way you live. It's a consecration of certain conditions. But there are some things we can't tell people, because the only chance they have to be immortal is to stay in the ark, not to be immortal on their own. Because some people have taken decision that is contrary to the covenant. So there are shadows. I said there are shadows. There are shadows everywhere. Anywhere you go on earth, what reigns is death. People dress death. People talk death. The earth is patterned in a way to kill people. Can you ask me why? Because Satan is the god of this world. So one of the ways to keep his government is to pattern the earth unto destruction. Somebody didn't hear what I said. I said to do what? The earth is patterned in a way that it should destroy itself. Somebody didn't hear what I said. I said the earth is patterned. And then Satan, as God, he has already corrupted the earth. He corrupted the earth. I said he did what? He corrupted the earth and introduced corruption into the thinking pattern of men, so that they will not know the difference between light and darkness. Between light and darkness. You see, why I'm saying this is because I want to expose darkness. I want to expose the angel of death. I want to expose the liar. I want to crush his network. There's a network. How many pastors understand life? They will talk about born again. I said Jesus didn't come for born again. Purpose, define motive. He said, I came that you might have life. So why are they not talking about life he came to give? I came that you might have life. And they are preaching without life. And if they are not preaching without life, why did they pattern the way they pattern? Don't you know that overemphasizing prosperity opened door for Satan? There's a thin line between prosperity and greed. So that is a way you will emphasize prosperity. It will drag men into greed. And anywhere Satan sees greed, mammon is a beast. He will bring a mark of death on people's face. That is why when the boy, the rich young man said to Jesus, I said, I want to follow you. Jesus looked at him and said, do you keep the commandment? He said, why not from youth? He said, what else will I do? He said, you go say all that you have and come. The guy went and didn't come back. How does he come back? And if he didn't come back, then he will not have eternal life. Can I give you a gift, a privileged gift? Not by righteousness, but by election. What I'm about to tell you, man of God doesn't even know. There is no man of God that knows. But before I tell you that, please let me tell you something that you don't know about me. I don't have life of a man, and I will never have. That's why I don't look for popularity. I will never have a man's life. I will start living when I go into eternity. But everything about me and my man, they are all sacrifice, including comfort. Because that is a nature I must take that will last forever. Even when I was in my house praying this morning between 8 and 10, I was saying, Lord, I am here to tell you I have one life that must not be taken. And I'm going to stop here now in what I'm sharing because I can switch on, because the other deeper revelation is not for us. But I will never lose my life for any reason. I told you when I was made in God's presence, nothing was given to me. So I came naked, and I have to go naked to eternity. I still know it. If you think I'm talking, just be looking at me. 20 years. To see when I will meddle with anything. If I meddle with anything, I won't preach. If 1 naira is in my account, you will see it later. If you don't see it now, every 1 naira in my account will come out for this church. But the one they gave me in the midnight, you don't know. You will see it. I told you when I was sharing there, I said the Galilee will turn into a nation. Isn't that what I said? It will turn into a nation this year, because this is a year of our unique help. By the time it's 12 months, Galilee will be turned into a country. Now that is the ordination of that land from time. I said that is the ordination of that land from time. And I would like you to hear me. There is no committed locus. There's an ordinary person. Ordinary people don't come here. Don't think I'm exaggerating anything. You see, because when you come to locus army, you don't reduce. I say no. Evil also doesn't happen to any locus. And that is why some people must not be. Some of us don't know. There is a measure of blood you will have in your hand, or your father will have in his hand. You can't be in this church. There are certain family you will be born from. You can't be a member of this church. This church is not honorable in crowd. It's honorable in her value. Because the altar will never admit some people. I have not told you before. You can do evangelism to bring anybody. What matters is staying. God finishes his work before he starts. God finishes his work. Please write it down. Whatever God didn't finish, he will not start. I say, whatever God didn't finish, he will not start. You see, because 46:10 of the book of Isaiah, he controls end from beginning or beginning from end. That is why he doesn't want you to change. He wants you to know who you are and stay with who you are. Because your usefulness is in who you are, not what you want to be.